All right, let's talk about some news. This is a Fox News alert. 6 Capitol police officers are injured after battling anti-Israel protesters outside of the DNC headquarters last night. Several Democratic lawmakers had to be escorted out, and all House offices were placed on lockdown.
The man from Tennessee as well, Griff Jenkins, is live from Washington. Griff, what can you tell us?
Well, good morning, guys. And you know, Lawrence, it was such a contrast. On Tuesday, I was out at that nearly 300,000 peaceful pro-Israel folks out there rallying on the mall. But compare it to last night. Look at this video. A violent mob of about 150 pro-Palestinian protesters blockading the doors to the DNC headquarters, demanding a ceasefire while punching and cursing Capitol police officers, forcing the U.S. Capitol into lockdown, as Ainsley mentioned, in the evacuation of lawmakers from the DNC, like Congressman Brad Sherman, who posted this on social media. He said was just evacuated from the DNC after pro-terrorist anti-Israel protesters grew violent, pepper spraying police officers in attempting to break into the building. Now, Republican Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna said, quote, "My husband, newborn, and I are in my office in the Capitol, which just went into lockdown because of these uncontrolled protesters." Now, in the end, 6 police officers sustained injuries. 1 protester was arrested for assault of an officer, yet the protest organizers claimed it was peaceful. Watch.
The folks in that building tonight, the folks in Democratic leadership have not been listening to the 80% of us from our diverse communities that support a ceasefire and to stop this genocide of Palestinians. And instead of being met with leaders engaging with us, instead of being met, again, our peaceful protest, we were met by police.
And something just to note in there, that protest organizers saying that they stood outside of the DNC wanting to send a message that 80% of Democrats are for a ceasefire. I just spoke to Republican Congressman August Pfluger, who was in our hallways here. I said, what do you make of this? Are all Democrats for a ceasefire? He said, I was with Democrats last night when they got locked down in the Capitol, and he said the majority of Democrats support Israel. Quite a contrast from what those organizers are saying. Guys, I'll send it back to you at the Grand Ole Opry.
So, Griff, it looks like this is political intimidation. Whether you agree with the Dems or not, it looks like these radical activists are trying to get them to change their policy on this. And I just wonder if the feds plan on doing anything about that. Have you heard anything?
That's a great question, Lawrence, and we've heard nothing from the federal authorities about what they're going to try and do to get it under control. But you put your finger on something I think that's important, Lawrence, and that is the organizers behind this were the Democrat Socialists of America, a protest group, but they've been involved with some of these other protests in other cities that have gotten violent and involved with some of the actions on college campuses. It's the Democrat Socialists of America as well as the Jewish Voice for Peace group that has come onto the scene since October 7th. So we'll see if anything comes of it in terms of a federal response. But one thing's for sure, it was definitely not what we saw on Tuesday when pro-Israel protesters just wanted to voice their support in a peaceful manner. Guys?
Right. And we all know a ceasefire would be an utter disaster. Hamas lives to fight another day. And it also, the Palestinian people reportedly do not want to be ruled by Hamas. They kill your family if you speak up, and maybe we're doing the best thing for them too, or the IDF is doing the best thing for them too.
Griff, do you feel safe there? What's the police presence like in D.C.?
Well, the police presence is great. And, you know, I would just want to point out, by the way, I was looking through the X, used to be Twitter feeds, and there was a gentleman who's running for Congress as a Democrat from Arizona for a House seat. His name's Andre, and he posted, "Thank you to the Capitol Police who protected me tonight as I was evacuated." And the protesters' message, he said, was wrong because a ceasefire means one side surrenders. And in this case, this would be Israel surrendering after the horrific October 7th attack. Yep. And that's why he disagreed with the message. This is a Democrat candidate for Congress.
Right.
Benjamin Netanyahu said the same thing. A ceasefire is surrendering, and we're not going to do that.
Right.
Griff, thank you very much. You know, and We've been talking over the last 48 hours about why the administration didn't send anybody to that peaceful protest where there were 300,000 people. Of course, the White House says, look, the president was going to San Francisco. They could have sent the vice president. Here's the problem, though. I don't think they want to address the issue that this administration has 100% got Israel's back. Because when you look at the demographics, a lot of people in the Democratic Party support the other side. And that's one of the reasons, and we haven't really seen any polling since the march, but when you look at Joe Biden's disapproval, the number of people who don't like him right now.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.